Welcome, fellow Kiss fans. Welcome to It's All For You Demons, celebrating the fun of being a Kiss fan. Have to apologize. I started a project in the summer and I was going to rank Kiss albums, 34 Kiss albums from 34 to number 1, least played to most played, and completely dropped the ball on that, and I'll explain why the ball was dropped. I get an idea, I start running with it, then another idea comes up, and there's only so many days in the week. I usually try to upload one video a week, and the summer Kiss list just kind of fell on the list. So I'm much like your dad in the 80s when he said he had a project to do and he never did it and your mom got mad. Kind of like that. I'm going to change the name of my summer Kiss project to My Kiss List. My Kiss List. It's All For You Demon. I will be ranking albums, 34 Kiss records from least played to most played. Moving forward, this is going to be called My Kiss List, and here today is number 31. And today's number 31 is very low on the list only because I only own it on video home system. Yes, VHS tape is the only format I own Kiss Unplugged in. Never owned it on CD, never owned it on cassette tape, never owned it on vinyl. Only owned it on VHS. Never even owned it on DVD. Kinda shows you how fun the world was pre-internet. No streaming, had to go out and buy a video home system cassette. I, of course, like many of you, watched Kiss Unplugged live on MTV in 1996. Such an amazing, fun night. It felt like we were given this gift of rock and roll, seeing the original band play together acoustically. But man, hearing those songs stripped down was so much fun. And this was such a fun night. Sad it's on my list so low, but it's only because I've never owned it in any other format. And how often does one run to their video cassette recorder and say, hey, I'm gonna put on Kiss Unplugged because I wanna listen to that record? Very rarely. So I watch this very rarely. I listen to this very rarely. It's further down on my Kiss list. Least played to most played. But while we're here, let's run through some tracks. Of the Unplugged tracks, my favorite, Coming Home. Such a great song anyway, but acoustically awesome. Next up was Going Blind. There is something so emotionally beautiful about that song acoustically. I remember like in the kind of revenge Kiss My Ass days, there was a lot of overseas television shows, bootlegs that my friend Dan and I would watch of Gene and Paul playing Going Blind acoustically, and it was just so awesome. That song lends itself to an acoustic guitar so beautifully, and Gene's vocals on Going Blind, one of the best. I'm a sucker for Dynasty. I gotta say, Sure Know Something was amazing to hear. When they busted into Sure Know Something, I got a big smile on my face. I still do every time I hear it. Another soft spot for me is Gene Simmons' solo album from 1978, so See You Tonight was another instant smile from me. Still gets an instant smile today. And this next one's kind of an odd choice for me. Every Time I Look at You was pretty freaking amazing on this concert. I always was a sucker for that song on Revenge. I gotta admit, I'm not a fan of Domino, so Domino on here does nothing for me. Every Time I Look at You has such a great hook in it. On Revenge, played out really good here. And this is, you know, this is the era of that great Revenge era Paul Stanley vocal. Such an amazing singer at this time, and Every Time I Look at You gets a thumbs up from me. And then of course the last, you know, handful of songs when they pull out the original band. Hearing Ace sing 2000 Man again, awesome. And of course, Peter singing Beth when he says, me and the boys will be playing all night, and it's those four guys. I just got goosebumps thinking about that. That was one of those moments in history that are completely awesome, and so glad I got to experience this as a fan when it was aired, and you know, picked it up on video home system tape. back then and still have it to this day. Down on my list because I rarely play it. It's on VCR. How often am I near a VCR? So, rarely played, but much loved. My Kiss list, number 31, Kiss Unplugged. Thank you for hanging with me. If you enjoy this content, please subscribe. If you like waxing nostalgia, like, share, comment below. Leave me your comments. What are your favorite tracks from Kiss Unplugged? Let's celebrate the fun of being a Kiss fan down in those comments. Thank you for hanging with me. Take care, be safe, be good to your babies. September, it's fall, but it's still hot. Plenty of water for the girly girls. Take care, be safe. I will talk to you soon.